a good news for India and especially for the people of West Bengal. The hometown of Rabindranath Tagore has been included in the UNESCO World Heritage Site. Hello and welcome to the in-depth series section of Drishti IAS. I am Aisha Singh, and in today's video we will be discussing about the Rabindranath Tagore's home Shanti Niketan has been added to the UNESCO World Heritage Site list. So India has been trying since a long period of time to include Shanti Niketan in the UNESCO World Heritage Site list, but now it has been added successfully. And this is how the home of Rabindranath Tagore exactly looks like. So first of all, about the timeline, first we'll be looking at the news, then about Shanti Niketan. Apart from Shanti Niketan, what are the other sites from West Bengal which are included in the UNESCO World Heritage list? What is the significance of Shanti Niketan UNESCO World Heritage Sites? And in the end, a prelims MCQ. This topic is important from prelims perspective and especially from GS paper 1, that is art and culture. And you need to know about the other sites from West Bengal included in UNESCO World Heritage Site list and about Shanti Niketan. So the news says Tagore's home Shanti Niketan added to UNESCO World Heritage list. So Shanti Niketan is situated in West Bengal, Birbhum district, and it is a small town of Shanti Niketan which has been included in the UNESCO World Heritage list. So Shanti Niketan belongs to which state? It is West Bengal. The name of the state and the place you need to remember. And it is a place where Nobel laureate Rabindranath Tagore spent much of his life. So most of his life, the time where Rabindranath Tagore, the Nobel laureate, who has spent most of his time at this place which is named as Shanti Niketan. And it is an iconic cultural and heritage destination with a rich historical legacy. And it is also famous because the place where Rabindranath Tagore was staying, that is the Shanti Niketan, he also built a school there and then a university, the Central University, the only Central University of West Bengal, that is the Vishwa Bharati University. And the Vishwa Bharati University is iconic in itself because it will be getting the status of the living university, that is the living heritage tag it will also be getting. Then its prominence is attributed to its association with Nobel laureate Rabindranath Tagore and the word Shanti Niketan. The meaning of the word Shanti Niketan is abode of peace. So a place which is very peaceful in itself. Now about Shanti Niketan. So first of all, this is the tweet which has been sent by UNESCO. So it reads, new inscription on the UNESCO World Heritage list. It is Shanti Niketan, India. Congratulations. So from India, Shanti Niketan has been included at the World Heritage, UNESCO World Heritage list. And in total now India has 42 sites which are listed on the UNESCO World Heritage list. And Shanti Niketan was established by father of Rabindranath Tagore, that is Maharshi Devendranath Tagore, who was the father of Nobel laureate Rabindranath Tagore. And Rabindranath Tagore established a school at Shanti Niketan, and that school was called Brahmachari Ashram. So firstly, the place where Rabindranath Tagore was staying was called Shanti Niketan. So at that place only he built a school and it was called Brahmachari Ashram. And this school was later expanded into a central university, and the name of the central university is the Vishwa Bharati University, which is about to get the tag of the living heritage. So you need to know about the name of the school, and that school afterwards was transformed into a central university named Vishwa Bharati University. Now Shanti Niketan is the second site from West Bengal which has been included in the UNESCO World Heritage list. And before Shanti Niketan, it was Durga Puja, which was included in the UNESCO list of intangible cultural heritage of humanity. So first was Durga Puja, second is Shanti Niketan. Now what is the significance of Shanti Niketan? Why Shanti Niketan is considered to be so important? So first and foremost, that we have a huge cultural significance related to it because it was home to Rabindranath Tagore, and Rabindranath Tagore in itself is such a great cultural, historical and traditional aspect related to it. So firstly, Rabindranath Tagore's home. So it was the place where Rabindranath Tagore used to reside, and he has composed numerous literary works encompassing songs, poems and novels, staying at Shantiniketan. Then it is also considered to be an artistic adobe because the campus of Shantiniketan consists of huge paintings, murals, frescoes, also has magnificent sculptures. So if anyone is going to see the campus of Shantiniketan, it consists of many artistic works in itself. And Shantiniketan hosts special cultural festivities during Bengali New Year and Rabindra Janmotsav, that is the birthday of Rabindranath Tagore. And West Bengal in itself is such a cultural state and which has so many festivities attached to it, and Shantiniketan also belonged to the district which I told you in the starting, that is the Birbhum district. So all the festivals which was celebrated or which is being celebrated in the Birbhum district is also celebrated in Shantiniketan. So it is considered to be a cultural festival place also. Then cultural festivals, the broader Birbhum district where Shantiniketan is located is renowned for its vibrant fairs and festivals. So all the fairs and festivals which takes place in the Birbhum district also gets celebrated in the Shantiniketan. So, and this is the reason that why Shantiniketan is very significant. First of all, because of the residence of Rabindranath Tagore. Then one more point, then you can add to it that it also has the only central university of the state. So this also becomes a educational hub, which was earlier a school. So it also becomes an educational hub. Then the campus of the Shantiniketan is an artistic adobe, and then it has a cultural festival also. Durga Puja is celebrated, Bengali New Year is celebrated, Rabindra Janmotsav is celebrated, so etc. Now UNESCO World Heritage Sites. So the World Heritage Site is a tag which is given by the organization UNESCO, and it is given to sites which are important, which are landmark and which has a cultural aspect related to it, and the site is considered to be very important and is of national prominence to the country. So landmarks or areas selected by UNESCO for their cultural, historical, scientific or other significant value, and it is legally protected by international treaties. This is also an important point, that a site which comes under the UNESCO World Heritage Site, then its protection, the protection of that site also becomes the responsibility of the UNESCO, and that site has to have some significant value to it, for example cultural value, historical value, scientific value. Then what is the selection criteria for UNESCO World Heritage Site? Then the site must be already classified landmark, it has to be unique and significant culturally or physically, such as ancient ruins, historical structures, cities, monuments, etc. So the selection criteria includes that the place which is about to enter the UNESCO World Heritage list, the place has to be a huge landmark, it has to have a huge historical significance, and it should be a scientific landmark also, it should be important to that place, to that state or to that country. Now let's talk about its conservation. Then it requires practical conservation to protect them from risks like trespassing, uncontrolled access or administrative negligence. Because if the site is located in the UNESCO World Heritage list, then now the country has to protect it. Then also the Archaeological Survey of India also comes into the picture, and they also try to protect it, but it is not mandatory for them to protect it. And then it becomes the responsibility of the UNESCO also to protect the monument. Now in the end, a prelims MCQ, And you people need to tell me the answer in the comment section. Consider the following statements. First, Shantiniketan is the first site from West Bengal to be on the UNESCO World Heritage List. Second, India now has 50 UNESCO World Heritage sites. You have to talk about the correct statements. One only, two only, both one and two, neither one nor two. We have discussed both the statements in the video. So you should be able to give me the answer in the comment section. And that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Till we meet next time, keep reading and keep writing.